Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці.
Dear Ukrainians, I wish you health. A summary of the day of June 2nd. The first thing was to hold the Supreme Commander-in-Chief staff meeting, urgent security issues, an obviously harsh response to the death of people in Kyiv due to a closed shelter. I gave instructions for having the shelter facilities in Kyiv and throughout the country inspected. Ministers' Commission and Klimenko are in charge of this. Unfortunately, even after everything has happened, Kyiv residents repeatedly post information about the lack of access to shelters. Not just about closed shelters, but about brute entrances to shelters, about the absence of shelters at all in some parts of the city. This level of negligence in the city cannot be covered with any excuses. All the details regarding our air defense system, its further development, supply and production of the necessary missiles in Ukraine were also discussed at the staff meeting. The Ukrainian air shield must continuously have all it needs. We are engaged in the coalition of Patriot systems and the coalition of modern fighters actively every day. The situation on the front line was discussed carefully in detail, in all those points where it is the toughest situation now. I will not talk about it in more detail. The actions of our state, the active actions of our troops, will say what is needed. And I separately held a meeting devoted to the training of our new brigades, those that are accumulating strength from the north to the south of our country. The second item, negotiations with the president of Estonia, who arrived in Kyiv on June 2nd. Security comes first, and that's what's about our defense now, and what's about our long-term security. Estonia fundamentally helps us with weapons and equipment, supports our movement in NATO. It is aware of how crucial it is that we prevail our Russianism right now and on our Ukrainian land. It is crucial for every nation neighboring a terrorist state. I'm sure we will provide this security, which is so necessary. We will provide victory over Russian aggression to Ukraine, all of Europe, and the free world. It is also noteworthy that we are developing our cooperation with Estonia and the export of solutions, our digital solutions. Earlier, it was from Estonia that Ukrainians took an example in the development of digital solutions. And now we have reached such a level that on the basis of our Ukrainian DIA, a government application will be created in Estonia. What is convenient and useful for millions of Ukrainians will obviously be convenient and useful for other nations. And it is another component of our leadership, Ukrainian leadership. We discussed further cooperation with Mr. President of Estonia, in particular in digitalization. And by the way, I will make the following announcement. DIA will help develop government services in other countries, not only in Europe, in Latin America and Africa. The third, from the various activities worth saying. I held several meetings, long and meaningful, regarding shaping our comprehensive policy for the future, the things that concern the further transformation of our state, the things that concern our participation in global processes. As always, we are preparing news and solutions that will give Ukraine and Ukrainians even more strength. I'm thankful to everyone who helps our country. Glory to all our warriors, to everyone who is currently fighting for Ukraine. I especially want to mention the 92nd Separate Mechanized Brigade, all the soldiers of this brigade, who is extremely resistant in defending the Svatova direction and successfully repelling enemy attacks while moving forward. Thank you, warriors. Avdiivka direction, 110th Separate Mechanized Brigade. Thank you, soldiers, for your bravery and your ability to be strong in destroying the invaders. Well done. I would like to mention the border guards who proudly defend the state on the front lines together with all our defense and security forces. Lviv, Donetsk, Zhytomyr border guard units fighting at the front. Thank you. And I also thank the soldiers of the Chernihiv border detachment who are actively opposing the Shahid drones. The speed and accuracy of our soldiers are critical. Thank you, warriors, for your speed and for your accuracy. I signed the decrees on honoring our soldiers with state awards, a total of 263 servicemen of the armed forces of Ukraine. Glory to all our heroes. Glory to Ukraine.
Слава усім нашим героям. Слава Україні.